So April is a very busy time for West Ham, but also it's going to be a very busy time for the London Stadium. We've got 6 games at the London Stadium. I thought it was only 5 for us. No, it's actually 6 games. We have 4 Premier League games. We have Southampton on the 2nd, Newcastle on the 5th, Arsenal on the 16th, and Liverpool on the 26th of April. We also have our quarter-final second leg Europa Conference League match against KAA Ghent on the 20th. And also we have the FA Youth Cup semi-final match against Southampton. The first time we've reached this stage is 1999. That's been played on Thursday the 6th, the day immediately after the Newcastle game. So if we added up all these attendances, that would be approximately 325,000 people attending London Stadium. Granted, many will be attending multiple matches, season ticket holders and whatnot, but still there's a lot of people in the London Stadium in a very short amount of time. Now, the Iron Sport food banks, you may be aware of them. They've been collecting at home games for a couple of seasons now by the Aquatic Centre on the way to Stratford. They collect on behalf of underprivileged people in the Newham area as well as surrounding areas to the Newham borough, and have been supplying food banks for several years now, since December 2019, I believe. They are in desperate need for our help. Food banks are being used more and more as the cost of living crisis gets worse and worse, and people are turning to food banks just to survive, which means they are needed more and more, and they need our help. They need our support, and they need our money. Now, if only 1% of those 325,000 people give us £1 and pop it in the bucket for the lads on the by the Aquatic Centre, that would be, by the end of the month, £3,250. Doesn't sound like a lot, does it? But through our association with the His Church charity, they take your £1 and magically change it into £5 worth of food. So maybe we end up by end of April, with £5,000 worth of match day collections. That would equate to almost £25,000 worth of food that we could distribute to the most needy in the Newham and surrounding areas. So it only takes £1 to make a massive difference. So that's why we're launching our Bring a Quid campaign, and that starts in April. I've got a few words from some of our supporters in terms of the launch.
Hi, it's Declan Rice here. Iron Supporting Food Banks Bring a Quid campaign launches in April. Please bring a quid for a worthy cause.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan, and I'm supporting the Irons Supporting Food Banks #Bring a Quid campaign this April. Bring a quid to the next home game and drop it in the ISF buckets. Come on, you Irons.
So the campaign launches officially in April, in time for the Southampton game on the 2nd. We're going to be launching that with a 24-hour live stream on the West Ham Network YouTube channel. That starts on Friday, the 31st of March at 5 p.m. in the UK. And obviously we're going on to Saturday. It's all ready for the Sunday game. The stream itself will have ex-players, celebrity fans, we'll have presenters from other West Ham fan channels, we'll have opposition fans on there, there'll be quizzes, there'll be prizes to be won. It will be a really fun event, so we hope that you can join us for that event. But the main focus is our Bring a Quid campaign, which launches in April. Hopefully you bring a quid to the next game and we can make a massive difference for those less privileged than us. Thanks.
To stream. Hello, 1 second, everybody. I'll get rid of this screen shot. There we go. No, wrong button. Typical. Random. There you go. It's random. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to West Ham Random. I've gone and put it back on the screen like a dick. How are we all? Nice to see a few people in the house already. Half a dozen or so people watching. We've got Epic Hash Time and Reese have commented. Reese, I've sent you a message on your WhatsApp. Check it. It's got the... oh, there we go. You just answered me. All right. Okay. So you're going to work. All right. No problem. No problem at all. Right. Well, I will just waffle on for a bit then. As you just saw, I just played the video for the Iron Sporting Food Banks. That drive is going on for the whole month of April. But that doesn't mean that's the only time that you can donate. You can donate 24/7, 365 days of the year, and 10 years in every decade. So just bear that in mind, guys. If you want to donate, the link for it, just search it on Facebook or any of the socials, and you will find it. Charlie Boy in the house. Yes, we all miss Peach. I miss him. Everybody misses him, buddy. Lovely of you to pop in. Good evening, Richard, Mr. Cox. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Evening, Sharky, and I hope you are well also. Just to remind you, in case you weren't aware, if I can find it, here it is. Here we go. No, that's a background. Where are we? Anyway, just to remind you all that today would have been Matthew Wren stroke Peach's birthday. Let's put that up on the screen for a moment. We're wishing Peach a very happy birthday, heavenly birthday today. I do believe he would have been 46 today, I think. I'm quite sure he would have been 46 today, but anyway, it would have been his birthday, so you know, we're thinking of him today. I should be having a special guest coming in a few minutes, actually. Peach's dad, Barney. He said he'd pop in. I've sent him the link, and I'm sure that when he's ready, he'll pop in and come and see us as well. I haven't got anything planned for this. This is literally just random. Somebody mentioned it in the group chat. So I said, yeah, go on, I'll have a go. And Adam kindly gave me the login details again. And here we are. So who else is in the house? Lee Vassallo. Hello, Lee. Hi, Budgie. Hope you're well, bro. Peachy, never forgotten. Come on, you irons. Hit the like button. That's it. Hit the like button. Share the stream. You know what to do. WHU58. Good evening, sir. Hi, Budgie, Reese, Richard, and everyone else. Richard says hi to WHU. Happiest heavenly birthday to Peach from Richard. Clips is in the house. West Ham Clips, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Good evening all. And Sharky says he misses Peach as well. Yeah, we all do. So let's think. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play one of my favourite videos on random. It's just a little bit of fun, but it does kind of bring Peach back to us for the moment. So here's one of my favourite Peach videos. Enjoy.
But they have money. They have short arms. I tell you, their arms are this short. Oh, I'm getting mad. I need to.
There you go. The madness that was Peach. I don't know how well that played because I didn't get much of that at all. But yeah, so I'm going to try and find. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Is this it? No. It's got to be here. Come on.
What's the link?
Eh?
What's the link?
Bear with me a second, everybody. It's okay, we got it sorted. Okay, look, let me see if I can find this. I love this video as well. Here it is.
I want these guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Yo, Bryce or Henderson? Bryce or Henderson? Name me one name. Yo, you guys are whack. There you go. Don't tell me Rice or Henderson. Yo, they could do some bird track now. Straight up.
I this and it go on Twitter.
Like 5 of them. All they have to say was Rice or Henderson.
Is it 3-3-3-30?
Now we find out why Pete.
Absolute quality. TV gold, that is. That should be on TV. I love that bit of video, but hey, you know, that's how it is. So Charlie Boy's acknowledging other people. Never you mind. How are you? Hello, Budgie. Johnny Ibrox here. Yes, I know it is, Johnny. And nice of you to pop in and see us. Lee. Hi, Charlie Boy. Missed you too, mate. Glad to see you, bro. We're all glad to see you home after your long spell working away, buddy. Yeah. Would love to pop on, but I've got to leave for work in an hour and I've just got out of bed. Lazy git. I've been up since, I don't know, 5 o'clock this morning or something. I don't know. West Ham. WHU 58 says, God, he misses Peach. Charlie Boy. Nice seeing you in the chat, Lee. It's been a long time, brother. And, oh, hello, my brother's in the room. Quite literally, he's over there, and he's here as well. He says, hi all, happy heavenly birthday to Peach, the legend. You see, my brother actually subscribed to Random, and obviously to Green Street Elites, but we won't talk about that here. Yeah, so that's nice. Got a Chelsea fan in the house. Thank you for joining us, Kev. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? Well, we might as well talk a little bit about the atrocities that have been going on at the London Stadium and every other ground that we've played at in the last 6 months or a year. It's been absolutely bloody atrocious, and I've been sorry to be a West Ham fan at times, because I find that there's just nothing there to have any inspiration from. You know, we're muddling through games, we're getting narrow wins, we're getting draws, we're losing games that we should be winning. We're playing excellent football against teams like Newcastle United and getting stomped 5-1. What's that all about? We played good football against Newcastle, still got beat 5-1. So, you know, okay, that might be debatable. It might not have been good football, but it was better football than we've been used to recently. And, you know, David Moyes keeps doing same old. And it's getting bloody boring. And, well, we're after the watershed, so I'm going to swear in if I want to. And it is just getting fucking tedious, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Every other club out there has sussed out our formation, our tactics, our personnel, and our managerial inconsistencies. You know, he doesn't change things when they need changing. He's too late bringing on subs. He brings on the same subs every time. Why ain't he starting them players if he's bringing them on as subs? For the likes of Flynn Downs, I think he deserves a start. He's been exceptional every time he's come on the pitch, and he's just not getting his time. So, you know, I think we need to address that. Well, not we. I think, you know, Moyes needs to address that. No, I won't be ripping into the Super Blues, boy. Don't worry about Super Blues. I don't know. Yeah, and I just think that, you know, everybody's basically got our card mark now, and they play accordingly, you know. And we're not addressing that. We're not adjusting anything. We're not changing anything. Yeah, formation is. Oh, you could literally paint circles on the pitch as to where our players are going to stand. So yeah, it's not good. It is not good. I'm going to quickly go back into the chat because a few more comments come in. It might give me something else to talk about rather than the crap that we're watching. Hey all, Miss Hammerette. Sorry. Thank you for joining us, Missy. Hey all, just wanted to pop in and say hi to all, and how lovely. Live for our cheeky Peach. I've got to get up super early, so can't stop, but wanted to say oi oi. Well, just wish Peach a happily heavenly birthday before you go to sleep tonight, Missy. I'm sure you knew that anyway. Shark is saying hi. Mr. Fever's in the house. E20's own TV. Rest in paradise, Peach. Happy heavenly birthday. You are missed. Indeed he is. Wally World's in the house. Evening, Wally. Charlie boy is acknowledging Missy. Oh my God, look, it's gone and jumped. The football is bad under Mr. Moyes. You're correct. I'm going to bring a guest into the studio. Good evening, Barney.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, thank you, sir. How are you?
Good. I can hear you now.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, you got your earphones. Brilliant. Excellent. Okay, well, yeah. I'm sorry you're unable to share today with Matthew, but you have all our deepest sympathies, and we'll wish Matthew a happy heavenly birthday. It was 46 he would have been today, isn't it?
47.
Oh, 47. My apologies. Oh, bless him. I'm sure he's looking down on us saying, why the hell are you talking about my age? Yeah.
Probably.
He never liked to talk about that, did he? You know,
Oh,
he didn't like.
he was your Peter Pan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
But
was. He wanted to stay young, didn't he? Bless him.
yeah, he was always that way about him. He never spoke about his age. But I
Nah,
do miss him terribly.
I know you do. We've spoken, privately a few times, and like I've said to you privately before, I don't like to bring up old sores and but today is a rather special day. It is his birthday. It's the first one we've had without him here. So I was actually, I knew that I was going to get you to come in tonight because I think it means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to the other people in the chat as well. Like Reese is saying, yeah, come on, guys, he's 21 at heart. It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
It's exactly what he
that's
was like.
right. Yeah.
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 And Mr. Singleton's in the house. Evening, Robert. Thank you for joining us, sir. Yeah. So, have you had? I suppose you've had a pretty lousy day today, haven't you, so far?
I have, yeah, but what I've done was I watched last year's YouTube on his birthday.
All right.
It was quite funny actually, and it gave me, it soothed me up a little bit because I was pretty down.
Yeah, I'm sure it would cheer me up. I mean, I've actually watched a couple of his over the last couple of days, and here, get this, Barney. I didn't realise until 10 minutes after I'd, set the thing to do the show. I didn't realise it was Matthew's birthday until after I'd, put the broadcast out. And it was then I realised it was his birthday. And I've been wearing this T-shirt today, which says West Ham Random on it. I've been wearing this all day, not knowing that it was Matthew's birthday. So, I think he must have spoken to me this morning when I got up, because this was the first T-shirt I pulled out today. I had no idea that it was his birthday today. I'd completely forgotten. I think he must have.
Sorry.
Go on. Go on. You carry on.
Oh, you carry on.
I was just saying, I think he must have reached out to me in my sleep or something, and just reminded me gently,
Talking about shirts, I still don't have a Peach Dog shirt yet. And
really,
yeah. And I don't know who was going to send me one. At one time.
Oh, that was Andy Miles, and at the moment, I believe he's still live with the Claret and Booze guys on their channel. He's filling in for Virgil tonight, so I was watching that a little bit before I came live. I believe that was Andy, and I'm pretty sure that he'll get round to it reasonably soon. I'll remind him anyway, and I'm sure he probably doesn't need reminding, but
it would be nice, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get it, mate. You'll get it. And if Andy's forgotten, I'll send you one. Tom Atherton, Tom Athers, 32. He's asking me to say hello to yourself and to Veronica from Tom, Rebecca, and Noah, young Noah. They're sending you all their best. Charlie Boy, Peach was the only other West Ham fan that spoke the same lingo as me, he says. I think that's why we vibe so well. Yeah, I agree. And it was I've watched quite a few of the shows that you guys did back in the day. And yeah, you did. You vibed well. Very, very well. Reese is saying hello to everybody. Yeah, Reese is saying that Pete's got him talking like that as well, being on there with him all the time. That's true. I mean, I used to say stuff, that Peach would say all the time, because it was kind of just commonplace. We heard it every day and kind of spoke it. But since Matthew hasn't been around, I haven't really sort of used a lot of his lingo, if I'm honest. It's not that I've forgotten about it. I just haven't used it. I didn't think it was appropriate for me to use it anymore. You
Oh,
know?
is that right?
Yeah. Wally says, Charlie boy, Peach could vibe with anyone. He bonded together talking about aliens. Yeah, he loved the alien thing, didn't he? He loved it. Yeah, Charlie boy says he misses talking hip hop and sending beats and raps to Matthew. Gonna wear my Peach Hammer shirt tonight. Good boy. Well done. Well done. Charlie boy says, hey, Rob. Strangely, I was listening to some of his rap work. You know, it's weird. It's weird. He kind of speaks to us on those days. Oh, hang on. I think we've lost that. Have we got you back, Barney? Where are you? Oh, gosh. Oh, there's something wrong with me, ain't there? I can't get anything right. Okay, so let's get rid of that, and then we'll go there. Which one's Barney, though?
I don't know.
Barney? Oh, we've lost your picture, Barney.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, stay there.
All I want to do is shout out, Matthew, can you help me with it?
Oh, I've got you back. That's better. Yeah. So, oh God, I don't even know where I was. Where's the current? There it is. Ah, look, stop all this bloody jumping. Gets on your wick. Right, Peach touched so many hearts in the West Ham community and was not afraid to show his passion for our club. Happy heavenly birthday, Peachy, from Lee. Rob Singleton got a question. Can anyone tell me what's happening about the Brickstone with Peach's name on it at West Ham? Okay, that is actually a question I was going to address, Robert. Barney asked me about it earlier. And I have contacted Gatesy, who organised it all. The club haven't got back to him as yet. Now, what they do is they lay them stones in a block, probably 100 or something at a time. Now, Gatesy seems to think that they will probably not do that until after the season because they can't be having building work going on outside in Champions Row while we're working. And for them to lay all the stones that they've got to lay, it's probably a few days' work. So they won't have time to do that with the weekend work and stuff that's going on either. With the weekend and midweek games and stuff, you know. West Ham online says, rest in peace, Peach, and happy birthday. Hope he's dancing around in heaven. He's probably rapping up there now. He's probably doing them a birthday rap. I remember what he always... Yep, sorry?
I've got one of his...
Yeah.
He got this 92. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, yeah, do that. West Ham Clip says it wouldn't be a random stream without everyone disappearing off the screen for a few solid minutes. Well, that's true. And I only did it because I pressed the back button instead of touching the screen. You know. Telephones, mate. Smartphones, they're not as smart as they think they are. Oh, God, here we go. Jumped again. There we go. Right, Wally. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's brilliant.
And that's when he was...
I can't read what it says on the back.
It's called No Stop.
Oh, right. Nice. Hey, look at that. Banging. Sweet as a nut. Wally says it was mental that UFOs would keep showing up in the background of his nighttime streams. UFO, well, it's probably aircraft with their landing lights and stuff going on. You know what I mean?
He was unreal.
Yeah.
I'm getting echoes.
Are you? Have you got your earphones in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you're getting echoes. I'm not hearing any echoes. Are you? Yeah. Wally World says, sorry, go on, carry on. Yeah.
I'm on here too. That's why.
You're on there. What? Sorry?
I can see my picture twice.
Oh, really?
Here?
Hang on, wait there. Just wait right there for 1 second.
That might be the reason. Echoing.
Right. 1 second. I've got this in hand now. Right. You should be there on your own now. You shouldn't be able to see yourself twice.
No, I can see me twice.
How the hell are you doing that? I can see. Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't see how that's happening because I've only got you in studio once now.
No, I'm here.
Okay. Oh, he's gone. Oh, look, it's proper randomness, isn't it? Eh? Look at that. It's great. Hold up.
One of me. Oh, now I've got two.
There you go. I've got. Right. Right. Put it this way. For me and for everyone else that's watching, there's one of you, one of me, and we're fine. Okay. Are you still hearing echoes?
No, not now. I'll turn my phone sideways and it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, good. Excuse me. Well, oh, gosh. Wally Weld says, clips. Peach would still be trying to figure out who you are up in heaven. Yeah. No worries, Robert. You're welcome, mate. Oh, Mandy G's in the house. Thank you for joining us, Mandy. Peach always saw the positive in everybody, in others. Very rare and quite unique. Miss him lots, R.I.P. Peachy. That's very true. He never saw the negative in anybody. And, you know, in fact, he would actually deny that people had any negativity about them. Yeah, he would say, no, he's not like that, or whatever, you know. It was great.
He was, he was a very kind person, even though, I mean, he's my son, but he wasn't addictive, he wasn't, you know, he was very kind to people. And
oh, definitely. I mean, he never had a bad bone in his body, I've got to be honest with you. And, you know, although once or twice people accused him of being controversial, we'll put it. Mr. Frankel, bear with me 1 second, Adam. Even though Peach did have one or two accusations of being, let's just say, you know, whatever it was, he didn't actually do anything deliberately. I mean, he had a pure and innocent heart, really, to be fair. Good evening, Adam. How are you, sir?
I am great. I'm in Costco with my mother. Who's visiting me. Barney, did you get my email earlier?
I'm not sure.
Oh, well, I tried to email you and Ronnie earlier on, just to check in and to say hello and tell you I'm thinking about you. But I just thought I would pop on. I wish I was at my computer instead of being in a supermarket.
Oh yeah, but that's peachified.
To be fair, this is a very peach thing to do, and there's a lot of.
Well, yeah, I mean, but the other thing is you're not on the street.
Yeah, that's true. It's instead of peach on the streets, it's
peach in the aisle.
Yeah, it's Adam.
Or Adam in the aisles.
I was trying to think of a word that rhymed with wanker, but I couldn't think of something. Wanker in the. Couldn't come up with anything. Dildo in the Costco. I mean, that's probably the best I can do.
That's close. That's close.
No, I didn't realise, but when he kept coming on, Peter's in the house, Peter's in the house, he got that from Elvis, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was from Elvis, because when Elvis left the stage and the building, they would say Elvis has left the building.
Has left the building. Yeah.
And then they would say Elvis is in the building, and that's what he's done. So I thought he'd done that for himself, cheating little kid.
Well,
no, we all.
In answer to Wally, by the way, I don't know where all the free samples are. I'm trying to find the free samples in this place, and there's nothing good. Shall I cause some trouble? What shall I do?
Do a peach.
But the problem is, I'm with my mum. So, you know, I feel like it. I feel like in the same way, Peach probably wouldn't have done the things that he did if he had Veronica stood behind him.
No, probably wouldn't
have. Yeah. Thanks for that, bruv. Love you too, mate. Can you see that? My own brother, Peach is fucking with you all. He's turning phones off. Budgie can't speak properly, although when can he? Laugh out loud. Cheeky bastard. Cheeky bastard.
We've got a sample, but it's protein shake. I don't think so.
Oh, did you see that from Reese? That's naughty.
Frank Hall definitely doesn't, but you know what? I think that kid's illiterate, so there's no surprise that he'd come up with something like that.
Oh dear, funny. So anyway, how's your mum? Is she all right? Was the journey okay for her?
Let's ask her. You enjoying yourself?
I certainly am enjoying myself. I'm with my son.
That's enough from.
That's great. Well, she was being kind about you. She was being kind.
Why do you think I cut her off before she got a chance?
Bless.
All right, I got to pay for this stuff. I'll try and come back. I'll try and pop back on later. But much love to all of you. Thanks for doing this, Budge. Barney, it's
mate, good.
In your face.
Thanks very much. Yeah, you take care.
I'll try and pop back on, okay?
Okay, Adam, no problem, mate.
Oh, where did Barney go?
Oh, I don't know. He keeps doing this.
Come on,
he's gone. I'll wait till he comes back.
Look,
he's actually gone.
It was just like Peach. When Peach first started, do you remember? Trying to get him to do anything on there was a bloody nightmare. Oh my gosh. The number of hours we spent. I remember Charlie and me just attempting to explain to him how to do things in the settings, and it was a disaster.
Yeah. And guess what? It was him that taught me how to do it. Ain't that weird?
He taught you how to do it.
He taught me how to do it. Yeah.
See, miracles can happen. Miracles can happen.
He guided me through. He guided me through it all.
Barney's in the building. Da 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 da.
I was having trouble getting on this show with Budgie, and I was trying to shout out, Matt, can you help me?
Oh God.
Bless.
Well.
So did you hear what I said about this T-shirt, Adam?
No, I didn't.
Well, so this morning I got up and I went to where all my T-shirts are, and I pulled this one out, and it was a random pull out, if you like. I just pulled it out, put it on, and then set up this stream, and then realised after I'd set up the stream that it was Peach's birthday. I didn't even realise it was his birthday, and I've been wearing this all day, not knowing.
Amazing. Sometimes
unbelievable.
And they happen for a reason.
Yeah. That was Matthew's motto. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But all right, I got to pay for my stuff, so this is all of my gear. Not very exciting. I love you all. Lovely to see you in the chat. Stay positive. Love your lives.
Take it easy. See you soon. Bless him. Lovely to see him. So we've got loads of people in the chat here talking. They're mainly talking amongst themselves though. Free samples are mostly at lunchtime. That's how I get free lunch. Well done, Wally. I like that. Right. Okay. So I think we're. Hold up. Look who's just jumped in. Good
Who's that?
evening, Mr. Walsh. Charlie Walsh. Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the guys that Peach would, that Matthew would message and send the link to every time he went live. He would send it to a dozen people or more, and Charlie was always one of them, and quite often came on as well.
He learned all that stuff. I can't believe how he did. A year ago, before he went on to your show, he didn't know how to do this. I just think he went on to Google and set himself up. And he become a genius on it,
Yeah. Everybody's having a little dig at Adam, bless him. Charlie and West Ham clips. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, when I first started doing this, I mean, it was Matthew that got me involved in a heavier way. I did one small appearance on West Ham Network, and then Matthew contacted me and said, "Look, come on to my show, like have a platform." So I came on, and I was working with Matthew for probably best part of 8 months.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then I said to him, "Listen, I fancy doing a little bit of my own stuff." And he was like, "Brilliant, do it. And he was so supportive, Barney. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have gone through with it if he hadn't have been so supportive, because he gave me the confidence to basically branch out and do my own stuff, And, the stuff that we do on Random is completely different to anything that I'm doing on Green Street Elite. I mean, like yourself, I interviewed you about how and when you became a football fan and West Ham fan, etc. And that's more what I'm into with my channel, is talking to the individuals and finding out about their West Hamness, if you like, So yeah, that's a little bit suspect, isn't it, Wally? You said Frankel leaves and then Clip shows up. I think it's more a case of Clips didn't want to show himself until Adam went. If I'm honest, bless him. We all give Adam stick, but he's great, isn't he? He's a good lad.
Oh yeah, Matthew told a lot of them.
Yeah. Charlie says, Adam, Wally, we all know that Frankel doesn't understand technology, let alone editing software. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Oh dear. I'm terrible.
Charlie, that could be. He could be an editing.
Well, yeah.
God.
Well, when I first come over here, I worked for Litton Industries, and I was into electronics, and I got transferred over here. And I never stayed in with the electronics, and it just left me behind.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was repairing.
All right.
Then I went into selling, and then after not getting involved in the repairing, I totally lost it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, technology moves so quickly that you've only got to be out of it for a year, and you're so far behind, it's untrue.
It's unbelievable.
It is, yeah. I mean, like the phone that I've got is probably 2 years old now. If I was to get today's current equivalent of it, I probably wouldn't be able to operate it as well as I can this one.
And I'm having problems with it at the moment.
Well, at least you're not having any problems getting on and chatting to us, Barney. That's a good thing.
No, that's a good thing. And I've got these earbuds. They were Matthews, and I found them in his drawer. I charged them up, and I thought these are going to help me big time.
You all right? Now I've got a bit of a cough. Yeah, I'm all right.
You're not going to get the kids who last day, I tell you.
Nah, it's all right. It's a smoker's cough, mate. Luke Legend says he's here for the alien chat, to be fair, or fried chicken. Come on, lads. My brother said, E.T., phone home. Plonker. Alien chat. I couldn't give you any alien chat. I don't know nothing about bloody aliens.
Oh, Matthew thought he did. Of course, he would tell me it's all about aliens and Jesus. I used to say, Matthew, evil.
Yeah. Charlie Boy says all of a sudden he fancies a shawarma.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're going to get on to food soon, because now that Charlie's arrived, Charlie Walsh, that is, I'm pretty sure that the food thing will start coming up, you know. And what he says, Barney in electronics. Now I suspect Barney is clipped. No, I think you'll find that's probably not accurate, Wally. It's not accurate. We have enough trouble getting him on a live stream, let alone getting him to do what Clips does. No, it's not happening. It's all right, Barney. I've got your back, mate. You're not Clips. I know that. Yeah, strongly agree, Luke. Let's get some food chat going. What's Barney got to dish? Oh, what's your go-to dish? Right, see, I told you, Charlie's here. The food started. What's your go-to dish?
We used to go to this Indian restaurant, Matthew and I, and they used to have this. They used to have this Boona shrimp, and for starters, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
And then Matthew said, "Why don't you do this in lamb?" So he done it in lamb, and it was delicious. And then Matthew said, "Why don't you put it on the main dish?" And this guy, who owned the place, he put it on the menu, and he put it down as Barney and Peach's dish.
Oh, nice.
It's a lamb boona. Oh, it's to die for. To die for. I haven't had it for ages now, since Matthew's gone. I mean, I do a lot of cooking myself, but and Matthew was going to do that this year. He was going to go into a restaurant like during the week, 2 or 3 hours a day, and just be a sous chef and learn the trade.
Yeah.
And he'd already been in there, and he'd booked it. He booked up for this year. Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
He had a lot planned, and and I would have put all the money I had on him achieving everything he set his sights on.
I was watching last year's show, and there was a guy on there that was coming to Toronto in November, and Matthew was going to meet him. And is it Rick or not Rick? I forget his name now. In last year's show, he was in. He had a red shirt on. I don't know who it was.
Right. Oh, come on! I'm trying to get rid of that.
Toronto, because Matthew said, "Why are you coming to Toronto?" He said, "I've always wanted to come to Canada." And Matthew said, "I'll meet you for a beer," and I probably would have gone with him.
Yeah. I don't know who this is.
Who's that?
I don't know. It's I don't know. Trying to sell something. Anyway, gone. I can't actually. There's actually no way of me deleting it or banning them. So this must be somebody that pays YouTube to do this. Anyway, let's ignore them. So yes, let me go back here. Where did it go? There it is. Charlie Boy says, do you remember his T-shirt that said "Make roti, not war"?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all remember that. Wally's got.
Sorry, used to go, there was a restaurant called Corey's Restaurant, and he knew the owner in there, and he'd always get what he wanted, extra chicken or extra gravy or whatever. And he was well known around town. He really was.
Yeah. Wally's having chicken tikka masala tonight. The sauce is from a jar, though. He says there's nothing wrong with that. Right.
No.
Well, and Charlie says that was a legendary shirt.
One of Matthew's go-tos too. Chicken masala.
Yeah. How do I get rid of this bloody comment here? Because it doesn't matter. Yeah. So well, I didn't really want to do a great big long show tonight. I was, I've got other stuff I was in the middle of doing, but I got persuaded to do this. So we'll do another 15 minutes or something, Barney, and then I'll wind it down. Yeah. Okay. So come tell us a couple of stories about Matthew. Then let's hear about him as it's his birthday.
Well, about our best friend, my best friend, died in April of last year, and him and Matthew were inseparable. When Matthew was about 5, this guy was jogging. After we played soccer one day, we were having a couple of beers, and Matthew had a bike, and this guy was going that to him as he was coming towards him, and Matthew hit him and went over his shoulder and broke his collarbone. So this guy Michael was my best friend, and he always called Mike Uncle Mike. So
I do remember him talking about him.
Anyway, Mike would always teach him bleeding. He would always teach him rhymes, and one of the rhymes he taught him was, "Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating the curds away. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and said, 'Get your bleeding knickers off.'" And he was teaching this Matthew, was 5, 6 year old. So when we took him swimming one day, the trainer was trying to get them to float on top of the water, so as a star. And she said, "What you do, you just relax and think about something. Think about a poem. Because didn't he start it? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet." Well, I didn't know where I was going to dive into a hole somewhere. And anyway, he did say it, and the girl said, "Where'd you get that from?" He said, "My Uncle Mike." And Mike mooned us a couple of times after soccer, after a couple of beers. And Matthew mooned the class one day. The teacher said, "Where'd you get that from?" He said, "My Uncle Mike." And then his mum come over, and Matthew told her about Michael breaking his collarbone, and he was at the other end of the table. We were in a restaurant, and she got up and she went to the other end of the table and smacked him round the head.
Oh dear!
And Matthew,
God!
I'll tell you, he was some kind of guy, Matthew. He was different.
Indeed, he was. Unique, I would say. In many ways. In many ways.
Yeah, he was unique. I'm watching some of this YouTube stuff now, and I didn't realize how good he was.
Yeah.
I knew he was good, and he's always been a showman, always.
Yeah.
Ever since he was born, he's been a showman. But
I'll tell you something, Barney, that as much as I have respect for everybody that does YouTubing, there isn't another person out there that does YouTubing that can sit or stand or walk around in front of a camera for 4 to 6 hours regularly on a daily basis, talking to maybe 3, 5 people in the chat. He didn't care if there was nobody in the chat.
They were all over the world. So that's why he was up
exactly
at 4
right.
o'clock in the morning. He'd be up 4 o'clock in the morning, and I could hear him, and I thought, Veronica's going to get up in a minute and lay the law down. But he was on the phone at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes he wouldn't get in till 2 o'clock. It'd be freezing. He was out in the cold and still done it. He worked hard at what he'd done.
He did, and like even Charlie Walsh, I watched a lot of the streams that he's done. I've been on a few streams with him and so on and so forth. And there was one particular time I heard him talk about Peach, and he quoted him as being the hardest working man in YouTube. I wouldn't disagree with that at all.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that at all, because he was. I mean, like Wally said, you know, he made just walking around very entertaining. You know, I mean, he was great. He was up for a dare. You know, he would do anything to put a smile on people's faces. You know, and he was a wonderful character for that. Wonderful, you know.
We'd go to some of his the meetings with the teacher, you know, at the school, and one teacher said, if Matthew spent more time on working in the class instead of trying to avoid the class, he would be a genius.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. See, even Charlie's saying here, look, Peach really was a machine for it. Unstoppable, no one close to him. You know?
No, I know.
So, you know, it is true. You know, the guy was, you know, dedicated to his craft. And, you know, I call it a craft because he made it so entertaining, you know, and he could, at the drop of a hat, he could change subjects, and, you know, and he would create conversation with people that you would really, really not, you know, expect on a live stream, you know. And he would ask random people, you know, what do you think of West Ham's prospects in the FA Cup this year? And they go, who's West Ham and what's the FA Cup? And he would go, oh, you know, you lot are whack.
he was on a live show with Veronica here.
Yeah.
Many moons ago, and it was on CBC, and it was a program called Just Like Mum.
Okay.
And we went there, and his uncle Mike and his wife was there as well. We went down there to watch him, and they would ask Veronica a question, and he would have to come up with the same kind of answer, just like Mum. Anyway, before the show, they interviewed Matthew, and the guy said, and it was live on the TV. What do you like to do? He said, I like to break dance. He said, oh, can you do one here? He said, yeah, I've got my friend here with me too. So his friend came down, and both of them break dance on live TV. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and that was the thing with him. He had no inhibition, none whatsoever. No. You know, nothing was out of reach for him. Nothing was beyond, you know. I mean, he had a certain level of decency he wouldn't go above, you know, or below, I should say. You know, there's a certain level of decency he wouldn't go below. And, he would never knowingly or willingly insult or upset anybody. And that's what made him so entertaining, because he would, you know, even if he asked somebody a question, I mean, let's just say, for example, you know, he was walking around and we were on the subject of food, for example. There was one particular time when he asked a couple that were walking along, you know, did they prefer Indian or Chinese takeaway? And things like that. Yeah, and people would ask, you know, look at him like he was kind of strange, but he would say, oh, you know, I'm live on YouTube right now, and, you know, I'm just asking people which they prefer. You know, and things like that. He had no compunction to talk to anybody. And, you know, like I said, my favourite quote of the tribute era period of just after we did lose Peach, when everybody was doing the tributes and stuff, you know, people said that he was a great conversationalist. And, you know, that was quite a common theme. And somebody even mentions, you know, he's the king of conversation on YouTube, which, you know, I probably wouldn't question that either, because he could. And, you know, he wouldn't talk about, oh, you know, this happened or that happened. It would be, I had a great chat with this man or that lady or that woman or that man or this couple or whatever, you know. It was always about the conversation he had. And, I think he lived for the conversation. You know, I think that's what he. Yeah, it drove him every day. I believe. You know.
I mean, you go to Tellers. The Tellers up in Fortino's, the store we go to, and
Yeah.
they were all in awe of him because he always said, "Hello, my dear. How are you today?" You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I went to we have a liquor store. What do they call it? A liquor store here where we buy our wine and liquor and everything.
Yeah.
And I went there not so long ago, maybe about 6 weeks ago. And there was a girl behind the counter, and she said, "Gil Matthews dead, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "How is he?" And I had to tell her that he was dead.
Oh.
I thought she was going to faint. And she said, "Oh, he come in here every night, you know, for his ciders. When he worked at Mazda, he was one of the top salesmen at Mazda. I mean, he said, yeah, he said, I didn't know anything about cars. I just sold people, and he did. He just sold people.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then he used to go and get his
He
car.
could sell sand to a desert. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's no little Eskimo, I would say. But anyway, this girl was in there, and she said, "You know what?" She said, "He always was nice to us girls here. I'll say a prayer for him." And I said, "Thank you." And that was brilliant.
Charlie's asking, where did he learn to break dance? Did he get it from you?
No, I couldn't break dance.
Break your leg and dance.
Yeah. He used to carry this cardboard around with him, this piece of cardboard around with him, so he could just put it on the floor and break dance. And he taught himself actually.
And
he got it from,
good night, bruv. Charlie's saying good night to you as well. Look, Kev and Wally.
Okay, good night, Charlie. Good night, Kevin.
Oh, that's just a waving hand. That is. Yeah, Barney's saying good night as well, Kev. He's dozing off on the sofa opposite me. Peach was great at chatting up the ladies. That he bloody was.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, he was great. He was brilliant.
But he showed a lot of respect to them too. That's why.
Yeah.
You know,
most definitely.
where guys would talk to him and treat him like trash, he wouldn't. He would never trash talk to them.
No. Good evening, Anton. Thank you for joining us, buddy. He says hi to you, Barney. Anton from West Ham Network.
How you doing? I watched you on last year's show. There was a guy on there. He was going to come to Toronto. Do you know who I'm thinking of? Anton?
Is he a young lad?
No, he's in his 40s, 50s.
Oh, right.
Anyway.
I don't know who that was then. Yeah. All right, well, look, it's been about an hour. I'm going to kind of start winding it down a little bit, but I do want to just quickly play this video again because this is just typical Matthew, and it makes me chuckle every time I see it. Makes a lot of people chuckle when we see it as well. This is a classic one. I call it "You Guys Are Whack," but a lot of other people call it Rice or Henderson.
I want these guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Yo, Rice or Henderson? Rice or Henderson? Name me one name. Yo, you guys are whack. There you go. Don't tell me Rice or Henderson. Yo, they could eat some bird crack, dog. Straight up.
This and it can go on Twitter.
Like 5 of them. All they have to say was Rice or Henderson.
Was it 3-3-3-30?
Now we find out why Pete.
And that was at 3:30 in the morning our time.
Yeah, I saw that. I've watched a few of those, and I've seen some of them, and that was one of the ones I watched.
Yeah,
and he was great. He was great at that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
go on, mate. Sorry,
I've lost you again. Hold on a minute.
You're still on screen. and I can still hear you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how that's working.
Well, it's me, innit? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. We can see you. Well, we've got a static picture of you, basically,
All right.
and
All
you're
right,
still chatting. I'll give you a minute to try and sort it out. I'm going to play one of Matthew's videos, which this would not be random if I didn't play this.
Random.
Have a look at your camera.
Noun. A roving motion, course without definite direction, lack of rule or method, chance. Random. Adjective. Having unpredictable outcomes and, in the ideal case, all outcomes equally probable, resulting from such selection, lacking statistical correlation. The flip of a fair coin is purely random. The new
I cannot watch the whole 2.5 minutes of that, I'm afraid. Hang on, wait there 1 second, Barney. And let's see if this is the one. Right, this should be it. No, all we've got is your audio. Are you still there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, it's just your camera's not on. At the bottom of the screen it'll say cam and it'll probably have a red X across it. If you click on that, it should put your camera on.
All right, hold on a minute.
Anyway, not to worry, as I said, Barney, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll give you a call on WhatsApp in a little while. I'm just gonna wrap the show up, and I want to thank everybody that came in and that is here now. And please remember to like the stream because it kind of helps. I don't know what it does, but it does something. But yeah, don't forget like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. Sure you have if you're in the chat. But yeah, just bearing in mind it is Peach's birthday today. We are remembering Peach today. So happy heavenly birthday, buddy. I hope you're up there giving them what for and rapping all you can rap. And on that note, I am going to say goodnight. I'm going to quickly go back into the comments and we'll see who's about. Right, so everybody's saying hello to Anton now. Random. Oh, look, Sean's popped in. Freshfielder. Good evening, Sean. Thank you for popping in. Eamon's popped in. And, of course, Johnny Ibrox is still here as well. Okay, so that's it, guys. I know I do apologise that you've come in late. Hang on. Who we got here? Oh, here we go. Right, wait 1 sec. Wait 1 second, Barney. There we go.
Anyway,
right, that should just be it there.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for coming on and remembering Matthew. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate you coming in on such a difficult day for you and giving us a little bit of cheer and telling us 1 or 2 little stories about him. It's been really nice. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I could write a book about him.
Why don't you? Why don't you?
I think Veronica would do that. I'm not a book. I think Veronica could do it.
You dictate and Veronica could type it up and add her bits to it as well.
Yeah.
Why don't you? I mean, the thing is, even if it means self-publishing, which I did with my book, I did the self-publishing on a book about dogs that I wrote, and I copied 2,000 copies. They've all gone. So, you know, it wasn't actually financially a profit. We actually ran that at a loss, but hey, who cares? I've got a book out there. People know the book. So, you know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that would sell quite well, especially amongst the West Ham community, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I would do everything I can to help you out.
Thank
All
you
right,
for having me.
Barney. I'll kick you out of the thing, so you ain't got to worry too much. But it's been brilliant seeing you, Barney. Thank you very much for coming in, and I'll see you, shortly. I'll talk to you a little bit later, and I'll give you a call in about 10-15 minutes, mate.
Is the stream different every time?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That link will only get you in tonight. I mean, next time round, it'll be a new link. I'll send you a new link every time.
Okay,
all right.
Good. Okay.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Okay, Barney. Thanks for coming in. Give our love to Veronica, won't you?
Yeah.
And I'll see you real soon.
Cheers.
Take care, mate. Bye. Oh, hang on, I don't think I've done this, have I? There we go. Right, there he goes. All right, that was Barney, as we all know. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Just a couple more messages. Eamon saying happy heavenly birthday to Peach. Rest in peace, and happy birthday from Rob. Listen, guys, thanks so much for coming in. It was just an impromptu little thing. I was kind of convinced to do it by some of the guys on my group chat. I did it. We've done it. Peach's birthday's been celebrated. Continue to celebrate if you want to. Have a drink on him, and don't forget, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you real soon. I'll play a little video to get us out, and this is just because April is the month that we're doing a little drive for Iron supporting food banks. Hashtag bring a quid. If you're going to the stadium, if you cross the canal bit by the what do you call it, the aqua park, is it, or the aquatic centre, or whatever it's called, Iron supporting food banks are generally there with their buckets. Drop a quid in. Every pound you drop in there gets converted to £5 worth of food for the underprivileged and struggling families in the Newham area. They're also branching out further afield, and so bring a quid. If you want to donate online, you can do. All you got to do is look on the socials, and you will find all of the information you need. It's also contained in the video that I'm about to play. I will say good night. Thank you all for joining me. Take care. Thank you for joining us on West Ham Random. Take care, guys.
April is a very busy time for West Ham, but also it's going to be a very busy time for the London Stadium. We've got 6 games at the London Stadium. I thought it was only 5, Russ. No, it's actually 6 games. We have 4 Premier League games. We have Southampton on the 2nd, Newcastle on the 5th, Arsenal on the 16th, and Liverpool on the 26th of April. We also have our quarterfinal second leg Europa Conference League match against KAA Ghent on the 20th. And also we have the FA Youth Cup semi-final match against Southampton. The first time we've reached this stage is 1999. That's been played on Thursday the 6th, the day immediately after the Newcastle game. So if we added up all these attendances, that would be approximately 325,000 people attending London Stadium. Granted, many will be attending multiple matches, season ticket holders and whatnot, but still there's a lot of people in the London Stadium in a very short amount of time. Now, the Iron Sporting Food Banks, you may be aware of them. They've been collecting at home games for a couple of seasons now by the Aquatic Centre on the way to Stratford. They collect on behalf of underprivileged people in the Newham area, as well as surrounding areas to the Newham borough, and have been supplying food banks for several years now, since December 2019, I believe. They are in desperate need for our help. Food banks are being used more and more as the cost of living crisis gets worse and worse, and people are turning to food banks just to survive, which means they are needed more and more, and they need our help. They need our support, and they need our money. Now, if only 1% of those 325,000 people give us £1 and pop it in the buckets for the lads on the by the Aquatic Centre, that would be, by the end of the month, 3,250 quid. Doesn't sound like a lot, does it? But through our association with the His Church charity, they take your £1 and magically change it into £5 worth of food. So maybe we end up by end of April, with £5,000 worth of match day collections. That would equate to almost £25,000 worth of food that we could distribute to the most needy in the Newham and surrounding areas. So it only takes a quid to make a massive difference. So that's why we're launching our Bring a Quid campaign, and that starts in April. I've got a few words from some of our supporters in terms of the launch.
Hi, it's Declan Rice here. Iron Supporting Food Banks Bring a Quid campaign launches in April. Please bring a quid for a worthy cause.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan and I'm supporting the Irons Supporting Food Banks #Bring a Quid campaign this April. Bring a quid to the next home game and drop it in the ISF buckets. Come on, you Irons.
So the campaign launches officially in April in time for the Southampton game on the 2nd. We're going to be launching that with a 24-hour live stream on the West Ham Network YouTube channel. That starts on Friday the 31st of March at 5 p.m. in the UK. And obviously we're going on to Saturday. It's all ready for the Sunday game. The stream itself will have ex-players, celebrity fans, we'll have presenters from other West Ham fan channels, we'll have opposition fans on there, there'll be quizzes, there'll be prizes to be won. It will be a really fun event, so we hope that you can join us for that event. But the main focus is our Bring a Quid campaign, which launches in April. Hopefully you bring a quid to the next game and we can make a massive difference for those less privileged than us. Thanks.